差不多2年700我想
I've been looking forward to meeting Your Excellency for 2 years.
Hide your abilities and bide your time was once a guiding principle of Chinese foreign policy, famously attributed to Deng Xiaoping. However, as geopolitical tensions continue to rise, China's approach has evolved significantly. With its assertive claims over the South China Sea, SCS, and its objectives regarding Taiwan, China appears to be moving towards the adage, if you want peace, prepare for war. This shift is evident as almost all contending nations in the SCS region, along with the United States, brace themselves for potential military confrontations that could arise from these disputes. The South China Sea, a crucial maritime region in Southeast Asia, has emerged as a hotspot of regional tension. China's expansive claims, marked by the new 10-dash line, encompass almost the entire South China Sea, overlapping with the territorial waters of several Southeast Asian nations. The region's strategic importance cannot be overstated, encompassing vital maritime lanes, significant economic resources, and critical military vantage points. In this video, we'll explore the multifaceted reasons behind China's ambition for full control over the South China Sea, including its economic, strategic, and geopolitical interests. The South China Sea is one of the busiest maritime corridors in the world, serving as a crucial artery for global trade. Approximately 1/3 of the world's shipping traffic, which equates to more than $3.4 trillion, passes through these waters, making it an indispensable route for international commerce. For China, the economic lifeline is significant, as it's estimated that more than 64% of its sea trade navigates through this area. In 2022, China's crude oil imports were noted to be at a staggering 10.2 million barrels per day, with over 80% of it passing through the South China Sea. Therefore, the safeguarding of these maritime routes is crucial for China's energy assurance and overall economic stability. The South China Sea connects the Indian Ocean with the Pacific Ocean, facilitating trade between Asia, Europe, and the Middle East. Control over these routes gives China significant leverage over global trade flows and strengthens its economic influence. By maintaining control over these vital trade routes, China can ensure the uninterrupted flow of goods and energy supplies, which is essential for its continued economic growth. Given the significant economic interests tied to the SCS, any disruption in control could have cascading effects on China's economic stability. Economic downturns can lead to social unrest, which the Chinese government has historically been keen to avoid. Ensuring economic stability is crucial for maintaining social order and political control. The South China Sea is rich in natural resources, which are critical to China's economic development and energy security. According to estimates from the U.S. Energy Information Administration, the region is home to approximately 190 trillion cubic feet of natural gas and 11 billion barrels of oil. Recent explorations have unearthed 100 million tons of fresh oil and gas reserves. These reserves have the potential to significantly reduce China's dependence on imported energy, thereby enhancing its long-term energy security. Furthermore, the South China Sea is recognized as one of the world's most abundant fishing areas, contributing to over 12% of the global fish catch. However, the marine resources in the South China Sea have been on a steady decline. The region's diverse marine life, which includes about 22% of the ocean's known fish species, highlights the importance of these resources. For China, maintaining access to these resources is crucial for ensuring food security and the viability of its fishing industry. China's military strategy in the South China Sea is centered around transforming the region into a strategic stronghold that may increase its wider national defense objectives. Taiwan is a core interest for China, significantly influencing its strategic considerations in the South China Sea. China views Taiwan as a breakaway province and has made reunification a paramount national goal.
坚强决心、坚定意志、强大能力，祖国完全统一的历史任务一定要实现，也一定能够实现。
Control over the South China Sea provides strategic depth and logistical support for any potential military operations aimed at Taiwan. This strategic positioning enhances China's ability to project power and sustain operations in the event of a conflict over Taiwan. China has established a network of military bases and installations on both reclaimed islands and natural formations in the South China Sea. This network serves as a forward basing system, enabling China to maintain a persistent military presence in the region. The Spratly Islands and Paracel Islands are focal points of this military expansion, with significant infrastructure developments supporting both defensive and offensive operations. For example, Fiery Cross Reef aircraft hangars, radar installations, and missile systems, including surface-to-air missiles, SAMs, and anti-ship cruise missiles, ASCMs. These installations support a range of military activities, including surveillance, reconnaissance, and strike missions. Similarly, Subi Reef and Mischief Reef host extensive military infrastructure, including runways, hangars, radar systems, and missile defenses, serving as critical hubs for air and naval operations. The South China Sea acts as a strategic launchpad for China's Blue Water Navy, which has the capability to operate worldwide. This includes the deployment of aircraft carriers, destroyers, and submarines, bolstering China's maritime dominance. The artificial islands developed by China are equipped with long runways, allowing for the deployment and support of aircraft carrier strike groups. This capability is vital for sustained naval operations, including power projection, anti-submarine warfare, and air defense. The South China Sea provides ideal conditions for the deployment and concealment of submarines, including nuclear-powered ballistic missile submarines, SBNs. These submarines form a critical component of China's second strike nuclear capability, ensuring a credible deterrent against nuclear attacks. By fortifying its positions in the South China Sea, China can implement anti-access area denial A280 strategies. These strategies are designed to prevent or complicate the intervention of external military forces, particularly from the United States, in the region. The South China Sea serves as a pivotal battleground for the United States' Indo-Pacific strategy. China's objective to establish full control over the region is aimed at diminishing U.S. military presence and influence in East Asia. Through extensive military buildup, including the construction of artificial islands and deployment of advanced weaponry, China seeks to challenge the U.S. presence and assert its dominance in the region. A key aspect of China's strategy involves creating a buffer zone to bolster its security against potential naval threats. This approach aligns with the security dilemma theory, where states seek to maximize their security, often leading to a buildup of power to counteract perceived threats. By fortifying its military presence in the South China Sea, China aims to deter U.S. intervention and safeguard its territorial claims. Moreover, control over strategic locations, such as the Scarborough Shoal, provides China with a significant advantage, particularly concerning the Philippines' increasing military ties with the United States. The Scarborough Shoal, located just 120 nautical miles from the Philippine coast, offers a crucial vantage point for monitoring and potentially disrupting Philippine maritime activities. By gaining control over this area, China can exert greater influence over the Philippines, potentially undermining its military cooperation with the United States. This strategic advantage further underscores China's efforts to consolidate its position and counterbalance U.S. influence in the region. Without full control over the South China Sea, China would face heightened challenges in securing its maritime routes against potential adversaries. This vulnerability could increase the risk of blockades during conflicts, severely impacting China's strategic supply lines and its ability to sustain military operations. Thus, control over the South China Sea remains essential to China's broader strategic objectives in the region. China's artificial islands in the South China Sea have been equipped with a range of military capabilities, turning these outposts into formidable defensive and offensive platforms. Surface-to-air missiles, SAMs. These islands host advanced SAM systems capable of targeting enemy aircraft at considerable distances. HQ-9 missile systems offer strong air defense, capable of targeting aircraft and cruise missiles within an approximate range of 200 kilometers. This enhances China's ability to defend its airspace and protect its installations from aerial attacks. Radar and surveillance systems. The islands are equipped with sophisticated radar systems, which provide continuous monitoring and early warning of potential threats, enhancing situational awareness and defensive readiness. Over the past few years, China has considerably augmented its facilities near Mumian, located on Hainan Island. This expansion has equipped the People's Liberation Army, PLA, with improved abilities to monitor and counteract foreign military operations in the region and beyond into outer space. Anti-submarine warfare, ASW facilities. With the deployment of ASW systems, China can detect and counteract underwater threats, enhancing its control over the maritime domain. Anti-ship cruise missiles, ASCMs. These islands are armed with ASCMs that pose a significant threat to enemy naval vessels. Weije-12 supersonic missiles with a range of up to 400 kilometers can strike enemy vessels at significant distances. These missiles enable China to project power and threaten adversary naval forces in the broader region. Long-range runways. Long runways on the artificial islands support advanced fighter jets, like the J-11 and J-16, and bombers, like the H-6. These aircraft can conduct offensive operations, including air superiority missions, ground attacks, and maritime strikes. This facilitates extended air operations, enhancing China's ability to conduct offensive missions and support its naval forces. Naval bases. The presence of destroyers, frigates, and submarines, including nuclear-powered attack submarines, SSNs, and ballistic missile submarines, SSBNs, enhances China's offensive capabilities and provides a robust platform for power projection. As of recent years, the PLA Navy has commissioned several Type 055 large destroyers, with several of them assigned to the Southern Theater Command, which oversees operations in the South China Sea. This forward-deployed naval presence allows for rapid response to any regional contingencies and supports power projection beyond the immediate area. China's pursuit of full control over the South China Sea has significant implications for regional and global security. The extensive network of military installations, equipped with both defensive and offensive systems, underscores China's determination to assert its dominance over the region. These capabilities not only safeguard China's territorial claims, but also provide a platform for regional hegemony and countering external military presence, particularly from the United States. As China continues to fortify its positions and expand its influence in the South China Sea, the geopolitical landscape of East Asia is poised for significant shifts. The United States and its allies will respond with a comprehensive strategy that may combine military presence, strengthened alliances, and diplomatic initiatives to maintain stability and deter aggression in this strategically vital region.
The United States also remains ironclad in our commitment to the defense of the Philippines, including the South China Sea, and we're going to continue to support the Philippines' military modernization goals.
The United States Indo-Pacific strategy provides a comprehensive blueprint to confront and neutralize the challenges instigated by China. This includes the U.S. Navy consistently carrying out freedom of navigation operations, phone ops, to contest China's overreaching maritime claims and assert the right of passage as per international law. These operations are crucial for preserving open sea lanes and resisting Chinese dominance. By intensifying naval and aerial patrols, the U.S. and its allies can maintain a constant presence in the region, discouraging unilateral actions by China. The U.S. has amplified its presence in the region by intensifying patrols and conducting joint naval exercises with allies like Japan, Australia, and the Philippines. These joint military drills not only improve interoperability, but also project a united front against Chinese aggression. The annual Balakatan exercises between the U.S. and the Philippines serve as a testament to these strong defense commitments.
Balakatan centers around, besides those traits that I talked about of transparency, respect of sovereignty, seeking peaceful resolutions, but being prepared for the worst. When we prepare for the worst, what I think we've seen in this Balakatan, and I'm excited that we'll continue to refine that, is the key maritime terrain, securing key maritime terrain, either taking it or defending it.
Furthermore, the U.S. bolsters the defensive capabilities of its regional allies by supplying advanced military equipment, providing training, and offering intelligence support. This empowers them to protect their territorial waters and resist Chinese coercion effectively. In 2024, a clear reflection of this commitment is the allocation of a record $2.5 billion in military aid to Taiwan.
60 and the nays are 58. The bill is passed without objection. A motion to reconsider is laid on the table.
The Pentagon's budget request also included substantial funding for projects that Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, EDCA, sites, further strengthening the collective defense posture in the region. Moreover, partnerships such as the Quadrilateral Security Dialogue, Quad, which includes the US, Japan, India, and Australia, are actively participating in joint naval exercises. These collaborations serve to enhance collective defense capabilities and ensure preparedness for potential conflicts in the Indo-Pacific region. Additionally, the formation of AUKUS, Australia, the United Kingdom, and the United States, is designed to amplify strategic cooperation, with the US and the UK aiding Australia in developing nuclear-powered submarines. This advancement is projected to extend the reach and endurance of allied forces, posing a significant challenge to China's ambitions. Engaging with ASEAN and other regional forums to form a united front against China's maritime claims can amplify diplomatic pressure. Advocating for adherence to international law, especially the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea, UNCLOS, is crucial. Apart from diplomacy, imposing targeted sanctions on Chinese entities engaged in unlawful island building and militarization activities can inflict economic penalties on China's actions, forcing it to reverse its aggressive tactics in the South China Sea region. The United States, partnering with the Philippines, is enhancing military bases under the Enhanced Defense Cooperation Agreement, EDCA. Key projects include the $25 million rehabilitation of the Basa Air Base runway on Luzon Island and upgrades at 4 other sites. These efforts provide the U.S. a strategic advantage to monitor Chinese activities in the South China Sea and around Taiwan, strengthening its alliances from South Korea and Japan to Australia. Additionally, the U.S. Navy is making significant investments, such as the new $25 million jet fuel storage facility on Guam, capable of holding 28 million gallons. This underscores the U.S.'s enduring commitment to regional defense and logistical readiness, supporting its forward deployed forces effectively. Furthermore, the expansion of the missile storage capacity on Guam reflects an emphasis on enhancing rapid response capabilities, crucial for maintaining stability in the Indo-Pacific region. These measures highlight a comprehensive approach, combining defense infrastructure and diplomatic engagement to address the dynamic challenges posed by China's actions in the South China Sea and its broader implications. From China's perspective, control over the South China Sea is not only about economic and strategic interests, but also about reclaiming its perceived historical rights and securing its sovereignty. The South China Sea is seen as an integral part of China's territorial integrity, and any challenge to its claims is viewed as an affront to its national dignity. This perspective is reinforced by a strong sense of nationalism and the Chinese Communist Party's CCP emphasis on restoring China's status as a great power. China's ambitions in the South China Sea are driven by a complex interplay of economic, strategic, and geopolitical factors. Control over this region provides China with significant economic benefits, including access to vital trade routes and natural resources. Strategically, it enhances China's military capabilities and supports its broader national defense objectives, particularly concerning Taiwan. Geopolitically, it allows China to assert its dominance in East Asia and counter U.S. influence in the region. As the situation in the South China Sea continues to evolve, it is crucial for the United States and its allies to adopt a comprehensive and multifaceted approach to maintain stability and deter aggression. This includes enhancing military presence, strengthening alliances, engaging in diplomatic efforts, and addressing China's historical perspective and national motivations. By doing so, the international community can navigate the complexities of the South China Sea dispute and work towards a peaceful and stable region. China's strategic ambitions in the South China Sea reflect its broader goals of economic growth, military strength, and geopolitical influence. Understanding these motivations is essential for developing effective responses and ensuring stability in this critical maritime region. The future of the South China Sea will significantly impact the balance of power in East Asia and the broader international order. Thank you for tuning into our channel. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth analysis of global issues.